Right now I want to show you the RAM-HOL-GA37, which is the RAM Custom Cradle for the Garmin nuvi 1690 series. First things I want to show you is the back of this cradle. As you can see, it's quite a deep cradle, but on the back is this diamond plate. You can see right there, of diamond shape with two holes. What that's for is mounting this cradle to a RAM mount. What you need to do is match up that diamond plate with a RAM diamond plate on a mount. So what happens is this plate connects to the back of this cradle, and then using the hardware included with the cradle, you connect the two together. Now this is a diamond plate with a 1-inch ball, and you can also get this diamond plate in many different mounting systems, be it with a gooseneck, flex arm, or whatever. But in this example here, you want to use the hardware that comes with the cradle to connect this marine grade aluminum plate with 1-inch ball. Once you've connected these two, you can then connect onto a RAM mounting system. You tighten this arm up here with a suction cup, and there you have a complete system. And in this case, it'd be the RAM B166GA37. So you need a diamond plate of some form on a mount to connect to this cradle. Again, the diamond plate's not included with this cradle. This cradle is just the cradle, and also has hardware to connect this diamond plate to a mount. As I'd mentioned before, you can see it's quite a deep mount, and the reason for that is there's a groove cut away to connect the cradle, the Garmin cradle, that comes with the GPS unit. So this here is the Garmin cradle, and the reason you want to use this cradle is you can see that it has a small USB connection on the cradle, and that's important, and you'll probably want to use that when the unit's in the cradle. So RAM have taken that into account and allowed you to connect it. So let's just put this cradle into the RAM cradle. First thing you have to do is there's a little notch on the very top there of this Garmin cradle, and that has to be pushed into the groove that's hidden up inside here. So what you've got to do is put that in there, push that into the groove, and now we're going to push this cradle and get that little hole here to connect to that little button in the cradle. So push the top in like I mentioned, and then you just push this back in, and just like that it all connects. So now you have that USB sticking out here, and then you also have these pins here for the GPS to pop into when you place it in. So next thing now is to place the GPS into this cradle. But one thing I'll let you know here is this ease roller, which is this rolling wheel on the top here. What that allows you to do is connect the cradle, the GPS in the cradle quite easily. So first things first, you put the bottom part of the GPS into the cradle, and then you just push back into the cradle until it clicks. And there we have it. The GPS is now in the cradle. These pins are all connected at the bottom. There's this USB on the GPS port, USB port exposed on the GPS itself. As I mentioned before, there's the USB in the Garmin cradle. Then you've also got the power switch on top here that you can get to, and then there's the micro SD slot you still have access to. So as with all RAM cradles, you have access to all the ports, and even the special ones you need on the cradle. Now to get the GPS out, you simply have to push this lever up with your thumb while pulling the GPS forward. So I'm going to do it with two hands, but just so you lift this up and let the wheel roll the GPS out of the cradle, and that comes out. And let's put it back in, and as I showed you before, clip, and then taking it out, it just rolls out. So there you have it, the RAM-HOL-GA7 custom cradle for the Garmin nuvi 1690 series GPS.